Alright, hey guys. I'm here to explain exactly how CBD and THC affect the human condition, and how it can be used as a preventative measure and as a treatment for many of the diseases that plague our country right now. So what you see over here is a chart I've gathered from the website. The website's more detailed. So if you need, if any of this is unclear, you can visit the future section of my website, and you will be able to see exactly what it is. It's actually a lot more detailed. It goes into talking about how each one of these occur. Of course, it gets pretty explicit, pretty detailed. So I kind of just brought it out to talk about exactly what each of these are and what each of these do. Now, here in the home state, Texas, we recently passed a law for CBD treatment as an anti-epileptic. There we go. The passing of the House Bill 351, I believe it is. Anyway, so in January they begin licensing qualified applicants for to administer treatment to those epilepsy patients. One key thing to point out is this one area that's been legalized in Texas. And there are maybe, I put just a few of the most important ones, or rather ones that I have studies broken down on my website. I showed a few of those and where each constituent of the plant can help. And these are just the several different parts. The major components is the CBD and the THC. This delta 9 is just the shape of it chemically. So we got delta 9 THC A, delta 9 THC V, and the rest of these are just separate parts of CBD. In each one of these, there may be 15 more conditions that can be treated by just CBD alone. And each of these others has, 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 different, expansive treatment paths that can be followed using these once they're broken down. Some of the more important things I have listed here is anti-inflammatory, which it's kind of what ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is anti-diabetic, which I have a study listed on my Easy Reader certified research. We got anti-proliferative, anti-cancer, which I also have a study. What that means is that it affects the excessive proliferation of the body cells, which was what cancer is. It affects that to cause the cells to enter in their natural cycle of apoptosis, which is cell death. Here we got an antispasmodic, which kind of works in conjunction with as an anti-epileptic, because you have a seizure, the body begins to spasm out. So it's just a different level of treatment. And the antipsychotic it's not as bad as it sounds. Antipsychotic covers a wide range of mental illness or mental defects. We've got a bone stimulant, which what that does, that's just one other constituent. It's CBDV. The bone stimulant naturally allows for wounds to heal, broken bones. What this does is it stimulates the bone growth and formation. It's the body's, just kind of helps the body's own natural ability to heal itself in bone breaks. There's another antiproliferative. This THC and CBD work well in conjunction with one another. as cancer treatment, and this is just exactly how, this is, where it works. There's another anti-proliferative. It's another constituent of CBD. It's CBC. We got another one here, CBG. What each of these are just a little. The chemical form changes just a slight amount. The breadth of knowledge right now is mainly concentrated on CBD that we have at our fingertips, and over here I'm showing exactly where and how each of these work. So what they do, no matter how you ingest ingest the THC or the CBD, there's several methods of ingestion. But once it's entered the bloodstream, what I have here is two neurons. We got a presynaptic or sending neuron. We got a postsynaptic or receiving neuron. So what it is, these neurotransmitters send signals across the divide here. And we have the receptors for those neurotransmitters. And this is how the body communicates with itself. Not really with it. It sends signals. It operates. Any movement, any muscular movement, is done through a method similar to this. This is what I actually went to study my PhD on was this exact occurrence. But my idea was a little bit different than this, this just works a lot better. It's a more natural method of what I was trying to do. I was trying to create nanobots to use nanotechnology to do this exact thing that cannabis already does. So once I found out about this is where I focused all of my energy and time into researching and to creating treatment paths and methods. So back to this here. So what I've done here is I've tried to illustrate exactly how this works. And what you have with this presynaptic neuron, the sending, and then the postsynaptic, and this is how that communicates. So what the THC and CBD do is effectively form a type of, it works by, you have already endogenous cannabinoid receptors in your body, which you also have, you have receptors for a lot of things. And naturally, your body already has cannabinoid receptors. It's called the endocannabinoid system. And so THC works presynaptically in the sending neuron to affect how the neurotransmitter